Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this, your Pisces January 2023 reading and forecast. Hi, I'm Nigel Saint James, clairvoyant. And if you're curious as to what might be involved in having, like so many others, a personal one-on-one clairvoyant reading with me, just check out the information that's in the description below. Just out of curiosity's sake, if you want. Now, as the subscribers know, there are no video advertisements interfering with the content here, so you get to enjoy the experience uninterrupted. And finally, if you haven't actually happened to have seen your 2023 annual forecast, then just go to the playlist on my channel and it'll be there, surprisingly called 2023 Annual Readings, or Star Sign Annual Readings for 2023. Unmistakable in any event. But now, as the subscribers know, we're just going to take 5 cards because they usually have a lot of in-depth material to tell you. So let's get it underway, shall we? And there is the 4 of gourds. Now the theme here is sub-Saharan African, so the imagery, gourds would be cups, I imagine. There's little blade. The blades are court cards. There's a lot of court cards. Well, there's 16 in the deck, so it's not surprising that you would get a court card. It's a person who's telling you something here, as it is in my readings. What might this be? There is the 9 of gourds. Yeah, gourds would be cups, I imagine. But let us get the energy of it in just a second and how they interact with one another, shall we? Let's see what this is. This is little staff. Now, where's something from right in the middle? Let's go and have a good delve deep and see what is meant to come out for you. I think that this might be meant to come out for you, and we'll talk about it in just a second. And it is the 7 of blades. There you go. That's why we have to talk about it. Now, what I think you should do is come down here. Sit down here next to me. We'll have a good close look at the imagery on these cards together while I do the reading for you. You have such fantastic cards here, with maybe the exception, in a sense, well, less fantastic is this one, and I'll deal with it first. This is the wish card. Wonderful fulfillment here. Great energy, great opportunity and advancement coming through, success. Look, this is on the way out, but this is something which is coming through. It doesn't surprise me that it's come for you at this time of year. The reason is this, is that if I'm just looking at its position, where it is, underneath this blades card and opposite this staffs card, it is the moon ruling the 3rd decan of Aquarius, being the 9th to the 18th of February. Well, the emotions of the moon cloud the intellectual qualities of Aquarius, and Aquarius is thus weakened, maybe giving you a lack of clarity. Look, to tell you the truth, I think it's that you've been worn out by the holiday season at the end of the year, and with the idea of putting things together for the new year to come. There's a sense here where there's a mental procrastination that's going on, a sense that there is just doing enough, coasting without really putting your back into it. Working beneath your standards is how I would put it. But you gear up. But I just want to tell you that there is a moment here, probably at the beginning of January, where, well, there's lots of drinking and merriment. You just get worn out. Now, does the image provide me with anything further? If I'm looking at it there, well, we see someone attempting to flee or take advantage of their current situation to obtain what they desire. Now below is a group of people sitting on the ground and looking off into the distance, unaware that they are now defenseless as this person runs off with their swords. The one who has gathered the swords could also, though, be seen as someone who is advancing their own cause despite their circumstances. And the group left behind may have been captors who are no longer in control of the situation. I really do get the feeling here of that underlying... Look, the underlying message here is that there is the potential for success And I think that this is borne out in these other cards. The other thing is what is it? The 7. Yeah, the 7 of... Incidentally, with the number 7 there, I'll tell you what I do have, and it's a mystical association with the planet of Venus. And also I have a mystical association with an area of divine emanation prior to the creation of the material universe. That is, as divine light comes down through different layers, which we mystics refer to as victory. So don't be put off by this. But I think what this does do is bring new thought patterns that challenge the old parts of yourself. And there's an inner shift causing mental resistance maybe, or some internal unrest. Is that possible with you? But I think that the transformation of yourself, with this new year has already begun. Acceptance and surrender to change will allow you to unite with your new aspect, bringing heightened spiritual awareness and opportunity to regain your mental strength and inner intuitiveness to review challenges or conflicts in a new light. Thus you'll discover creative solutions that free you from struggle. See, if your thoughts have become scattered and you feel as if you are standing on shaky ground, this 7 brings clarity to cut through confusion and futility, guiding you through fear and limitations to a place of stability and balance. Any conflicts, they are going to soon dissipate into the light of spiritual wisdom and mental courage. This 7 moves you to take the righteous path in face of diversity. Whatever obstacles you face requires your mind to act in union with your heart. This card brings a time out to reflect on what is important to you. What dreams and desires do you want to put into action? When there is confusion, dig deep within before you act. You know what to do. You're intuitive. You're also very psychic, I think. But you are living and creating your own karma, as you understand, every day with your choices and actions. In any event, what else have we got going on with you during this period, which is usually a very good time for you, I think, isn't it? The new year in January. Let's have a look at this 4 of gourds. Now, gourds, of course, as you would be aware, are basically clay pots that can hold, generally, water. Now here, we see someone sitting on a stone in a deep state of focus. It is at this place that you might find yourself numb and apathetic with regard to what lies before you. So you're worn out in a sense. You could also find yourself going within to tap into your higher intuition. That's from the seat of your higher self that you are able to realize the new opportunity that is now emerging. And have a look at this. This 4th gourd, you see, it appears as if it's being delivered from a different dimension, almost as if it is coming from heaven itself, overflowing with fresh, new water to fill the gourds below. It is up to you now to stand on your rock and take this new gourd by the hand, directing it to what you need it to fill. You see, this energy here, it brings back to your heart. It brings balance back to your heart and indicates a time to reflect on your emotional self. It presents the opportunity to shift any stuck energy. Now, when the 4 of Cups enters, you could have been feeling out of sync, uncertain, or coasting, as we discussed down here, didn't we? But it calls on you to reevaluate your present situation, also to reevaluate your relationships and your emotional attachments. And this is a good time of year to do that. Now, the key to this energy here is self-reflection, viewing and reevaluating outgrown emotional parts, shifting energies of discontentment to a place of neutrality. Just put them out of your living area, away from you, because the gift of this energy is to restore your emotional balance, bringing you peace, renewal and movement. Now, when this energy arrives, as it has done here, it signals that it is a time to rebalance, allowing yourself time to withdraw, to regain emotional balance, and to trust your heart. Ease your emotions with meditation, perhaps, or just relaxing and listening to something that makes you feel good, or reading a book that makes you feel good, maybe some inspirational quotes, or taking a long walk in nature. It's good to do that, even if it's cold. Open yourself up to the whispers of your soul self and the divine. Now, I don't think that this is actually a time for you to make hasty conclusions or decisions. Ask yourself, though, what feels outgrown? I'm talking about hasty decisions. If you give something thought, it's a good time and it feels right. Trust your intuition. You, of anybody in the zodiac, should trust your intuition. If it feels right, then ask yourself, have I outgrown it? What do I need to let go? How do I do that? What will bring more fulfillment into my life? And embrace and trust the cycles of change. Now, this 4 represents one of the many cycles that brings the gifts of inner cleansing. This energy can bring expansion, growth, and emotional stability. This 4 brings the opportunity to open yourself to heart wisdom, therefore allowing you to shift and move stuck energy, revitalizing your heart, mind, and senses. The tools of mediation and yoga are great practices that can assist in changing any blocked up energy if you feel of a mind to pursue that. But I think you're capable of doing this by yourself, because this is something that you are really good at. Now, it's all going to go really well for you, because the central energy, of course, is this thing here, which is actually a very interesting painting, I must say. This is the 9 of gourds. Do you know, there is an old Ethiopian proverb that says, if you pick up one end of the stick, you also pick up the other. Now, that's an acknowledgement of your own power of manifestation, for better or for worse. It is here that you are challenged with obtaining the pleasure and desires you've been looking for. All of the gourds are up for the taking, leading to indulgence and great satisfaction. And don't we love indulgence? We do indeed. But this 9 of gourds can be quite the trickster. Now, here we see 8 gourds overflowing and connecting to a 9th. Do you see that? Guarded by a strange entity. There's his head, that we might think of as a sort of a wish master. This is known as the wish card by the public. Now, the overflowing waters of the outer gourds work their way inward, like the legs of a spider. Now, in African and Caribbean folklore, the trickster, Anansi, is symbolized by the spider, but it can also appear in other forms. Now, Anansi uses intelligence and cleverness to outwit opponents, at times to humanity's detriment. I think that this is a good metaphor for how the manifestation of your desires can lead to your downfall. Just be careful of what you wish for, because then when you get it, you might wish that you'd never wished for it at all. Wasn't there an old song back in the 70s by an artist called Carol Bayer Sager, which was a song about that? Showing my age there, which is that of the dinosaurs. Now, I think what's interesting here is that it's necessary for you to check in with yourself and to make sure that the fulfillment that you're getting isn't just shallow and material, but is really something that is good for you, a good reason to have it, that there's a good reason to have it for you or for someone else. You see, this 9 of Cups here, it really does bless your path with good fortune, happiness, well-being, security, prosperity, and emotional and material success. They're all yours. Now, on a deeper level, you are experiencing the inner wealth of true self-love, discovering your grail within. Your heart chakra is opening, radiating out unconditional love from the divine, showering boundless love that is streaming magically on everything you create. Now, the key or the trick to this Nine of Gourds is living and practicing the universal law of giving and receiving. The gift of this energy is boundless love and an abundance, if you are well intentioned. Now, actually, this is considered to be one of the better cards in the deck, and I think that certainly I consider it to be one of the better cards in the deck because it expresses great happiness and abundance for pretty well all the areas of your life, and it symbolizes the creation of the mother principle, giving birth to more and more life. The more love and compassion you give out, the more you receive, creating a beautiful cycle of giving and receiving. Now, you will probably get your wish, or the answer to your question will be positive. Now, this does give you the opportunity to share your resources, wisdom, and happiness with others. But what you wish for will determine your new path. You've all heard the saying as, well, be careful of what you wish for, you just might get it, which I'll restate it. Well, that talks about responsible wishing, is what I'm getting at there. So take the time to quiet yourself and concentrate on what you are asking or wishing, understanding how it might impact you and those around you. You are being supported by the divine to create something new and beautiful. Whether it be a personal wish or a wish that is more expansive, the universe is lining up to grant it. You are the mother of your creations, giving birth to the sacred divine. This is a time to work with your creative, magical spirit, letting your dreams and your soul purpose blossom. Yeah, great time for you. What a great way to start the year. As I say, it's all about intention. Now, I can talk to you about black magic another time if you would like, but white magic is really the go. Now, here we have, whom, by the way? Yeah, little, L-I-L, little staff. Now, he brings passion, creative energy into action. His desire is to express spiritual unfoldment into his physical world. Now, he is the initiate, holding almost like the magician's magic wand, bringing together the unlimited energy of spirit with the magical world of matter into manifestation. And doesn't that really go with your wish card that we see there? Now, he is fiery adolescence who is courageous, curious, ambitious, and daring. There is a restlessness inside of him, urging him to advance forward and start something new. He represents the awakening of life force and creativity that needs an outlet to channel energy into the transformation. He is the ultimate adventurer, passionate and energetic with a love for life. He has the gifts of vision and intuition, as you do at this time, that will flow through you with universal inspiration. Now, this young man, I think, has the elements of earth and fire. Now, fire is the masculine yang energy, bringing passion, energy, growth, spirit, creativity, and action. Now, earth is feminine yin energy, symbolizing stability, responsibility, grounding, structure, and manifestation. Now, earth benefits from the inspirational qualities of fire, adding a sense of adventure and the spice of the hero's or heroine's journey. Earth is energized by fire. Actually, a lot of where I live, a lot of the native vegetation needs forest fires, or bushfires as we call them locally, to germinate. Now, so the plants need a fire to go through. Even though it looks like devastation, they come back within 6 months. Now, fire can be guided by Earth's mastery or grounding structure of benefit. Look, he is the messenger of unexpected news that is favourable, and he brings good surprises, new opportunities around your work, offers and announcements. He indicates change, new beginnings, as well as new creative projects, ideas and possibilities. Ideas and projects are going to come to fruition for you now. He ignites excitement, taking risk, fearlessness and courage to take on any challenge. And he sparks passion, creativity and divine inspiration in your being. He actually awakens your life force. He could bring influential people into your life that can assist you with things. And he represents a passionate new romance or lover, good for you, or the deepening of an existing relationship. And it can also talk about a good, loyal, faithful friend as well, and having a good relationship there. But there's a restlessness now. So I think what you want to do is you want to get into the year. You want to express, and your spirit is awakening, you see, daring you to express your individuality and personal power. And then we have, obviously, a contemporary of his being Little Blade, which I assume is a young man as well. Looks like it could be either. Who knows? I'll refer to it as a man. Actually, court cards, of course, can be of either gender, but I'll refer to it as a he, just because that's just the impression I get straight away. Although, with this clothes... Anyway, let's... Now, this is saying that you will be intelligent, fearless, and courageous. Now, he stands before the unknown future, looking at it straight in the eye. His energetic spirit is ready to test and develop his intellectual skills out in the world of opportunity and challenges. Now, you'll be brilliant and observant about the world and how it works, and you'll use your clever mind and reason to analyze and scrutinize every situation. You'll be determined, motivated, and ready to take action to integrate your ideas and make them come to life. He's an original thinker, as you will be, who believes in himself, as you are now doing, and he's not concerned with any other people's opinions. He will fight and take risks for what he believes in, and his gift of keen perception enables him to view problematic situations and challenges from a very wide perspective. You'll take a bird's eye view of things. But his challenge, I would suggest, is to remain true to himself while experiencing and dealing with the events of life. His brilliant mind can get distracted and scrambled if he allows himself to fall away from his true path. And you'll know what I mean by that. And he needs to remember he is a student of life, living in the classroom of the world, developing and integrating his intellect, maturity, and purpose. Now, his elements are earth and air. His task is bringing his intellectual truth to the realm of earth, grounding it and making it tangible. Air breathes in new intellect and ideas into the earth plane, bringing change and evolution. Earth helps ground and stabilize the magical, airy mind into the world of matter. And I think he's bringing messages as well of news, new ideas, gossip, unexpected information, or even surprises. I think he might uncover some secrets. We might find out things that you didn't know before. He presents you with lots of communications, new acquaintances, maybe travel as well. And his energy can quickly change anticipated plans. So don't be surprised if you make a plan to go one way and then say, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this instead. So anything involving signing of contracts or important documents needs to be reviewed by an attorney, I would say. But I do think that there are going to be some secrets that are uncovered by you during this time. And it's going to be very interesting when you find them out. Now he is adamant that you find your true self and live by it. And he brings challenges that create an opportunity for healing and for growth. Well, I must say, what a really, really great spread of cards for you for this month. Good job, you. Well, if you're like me, I think you will find the imagery on these cards striking and captivating. Now, I know that this is going to be a good month for you, so well done and all the best to you for 2023. Now, remember this until I see you next time, and it is this, that you are a legend, and I look forward to seeing you again next month. And until then, it's bye for now.